All right, we move to West Asia now. Edan Alexander, the last living American hostage in Gaza, will be released by Hamas.
The release comes after direct talks between Hamas and the United States. And these talks are part of efforts to establish a ceasefire, reopen crossings, and to resume the delivery of aid into the Israeli blockaded territory. Alexander is an Israeli-American soldier who grew up in the United States. He was abducted from his base during Hamas-led attack on the 7th of October 2023 that ignited the war in Gaza. Hamas leader Khalil al-Hayya said that the group was in contact with the U.S. administration over the past few days.
In a statement, al-Hayya said that Hamas was ready to immediately start intensive negotiations to reach a final deal for a long-term truce. The agreement would include the exchange of Palestinian prisoners and hostages in Gaza to end the war, and the handing of the power in Gaza to an independent body of technocrats. The statement, however, did not indicate when the release will happen.
Following the announcement by Hamas, U.S. President Donald Trump took to his Truce social handle and said that he was happy about the release of Edan Alexander from Gaza, adding that he hoped all hostages would be released.
Now, the Hamas announcement comes shortly before Trump's visit to West Asia this week. Although Trump is not planning to visit Israel, as per the U.S. officials, Trump's special envoy on hostages, Adam Boehler, will travel to Israel with the parents of hostage Edan Alexander ahead of the release.
Now, there was no immediate response from Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's office on this development. It is now reported that Netanyahu was angered by U.S. direct talks with Hamas.
Now, the decision by Hamas was also welcomed by Egypt and Qatar. Both the countries issued a joint statement calling it a gesture of goodwill and an encouraging step to achieve ceasefire in the Gaza Strip.
It further said that the release of prisoners and detainees would ensure the safe and uninterrupted flow of aid to the Gaza Strip.
My Matin, a sick civilian who was abducted from his bed, is being held together with Edan Alexander. Both of them are in the same dark tunnel with no other hostages. If Matin remains alone in that tunnel, Netanyahu is deciding to murder my child. Instead of freeing all the hostages, he is becoming my personal angel of death. My beloved Matin, the Prime Minister has decided to sacrifice you along with other hostages to leave you behind.
On the other hand, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's office has said that as per Israel's policy, the negotiations will take place under fire, with a commitment to achieve all the objectives of the war.
Amidst these developments, the U.S. Special Envoy to West Asia, Steve Witkoff, has denied the presence of any tensions between Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Donald Trump. Witkoff said that media was allegedly painting the small disagreements between the leaders as a major issue. He said that Israeli people are a staunch ally of the United States and the Israeli Prime Minister is a good friend of the U.S. President.